not the duty to thank you when you do your duty. 32nd week in ordinary time, Tuesday reflection. We all have a duty to accomplish. It's important that we realize that we are here to do a duty. So when you do your duty, why you should expect a thank you? And we can't. Do you thank your pencil? Do you thank your chair or cup? No. When that is their duty, though they are not alive. So, but then we have to realize why we expect something in return when we do our duty. Because we have forgotten that is our duty. Because we have gone far away from Him, away from the Word. When He beckons you, when He calls you, when He order you something, and you have forgotten the relationship. That's why the Gospel said, will any one of you who has a servant plowing or keeping sheep say to him when he has come in from the field, come at once and recline at the table? Will he not rather say to you, perhaps supper for me, and dress properly, and serve me while I eat and drink, and afterwards you will eat and drink? Does he thank the servant because he did what was commanded? And you have forgotten that this is what you are commanded to do. You have forgotten the relationship. So then it has become your own thing. You have, this is my car, my petrol, my business. So you have cut off from the relationship, and then you forgot. That's exactly when the branch is connected to the vine, the branch should bear fruit. So because how the branch bear fruit? Because of the connection. This is exactly, my dear friends, why God created you. The first reading, Book of Wisdom, Bila beautifully says that God created mankind for incorruption and made him in the image of his own character. So that's how He created. So we are completely connected to Him. But then what happened? But through the devil's envy, death entered the world. And those who belong to his party experience it. So death, suffering, pain was not pain earlier. I mean, because it happened with the complete connection. So in Garden of Eden, the life was different. But then what happened? The pain became something very negative. Suffering became very negative. And so in the Garden of Eden, for example, everyone had a duty. And they did it with joy, because they were in complete communion. So what they did had a duty, and it was a duty. And there was no pain because it was in complete connection. But then what happens here? We have a body, physical aspect with flesh. So there is a selfish desire. There is a tug of war. What you want and what he wants. So there is a dichotomy, there is a contradiction sometimes. So the more you are connected, you will enjoy the duty. The moment you are disconnected, you will hate it. Under persuasion, you will do that. That's exactly why those who are connected and those who are disconnected, Book of Wisdom speaks about them very clearly. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God. So they are connected. They are in the hand of God. and no torment will ever touch them. I mean, they suffer, isn't it? Jesus had to suffer. That's exactly why. But then the word says no torment will touch them. Now they will die. But then die in connection. Torment is not, it's a pain. But then this torment, when it comes to torment, that you suffer terribly in a very negative way when you are disconnected. So that kind of torment. Because even in the height of pain, Jesus said, Father, I commend my spirit to you. Into your hands, I commend my spirit. So that's the joy of that pain. It's a different kind. Word says, but the souls of the righteous are, and no, in the eyes of the foolish, they seem to have died. And their departure was thought to be an evil thing, and they are going from us to be their destruction, but they are at peace. See the beautiful connection. So the one who is in connection, when he does his duty in connection, others would see it as a punishment. That's exactly Pharisees, high priests, Sadducees wanted Jesus to come down from the cross and save himself. That's exactly what the left side thief said. If you're son of God, just save you yourself and save us. But then Jesus said in John chapter 4, verse 34, my food is to do the will of my Father. And that was his joy. I have a particular kind of a baptism to receive. So I have come to set fire. Luke chapter 12, verse 49. My dear friends, it's the duty that gave him the joy. See the journey. For those, though in the sight of men, they were punished, their hope is full of immortality. Having been disciplined a little, they will receive a great good. Because God tested them and found them worthy of himself. Like gold in the furnace, he tried them. That's the meaning of the pain. That's the meaning of trauma. That's the meaning of agony. That's the meaning of suffering. It's different. So after that, you cannot say that I have suffered. So you're here not to be served, but to serve. It's different. You're here to serve. That's your calling. Jesus, by becoming a slave, servant, the lower level of a servant is a slave. Slave who washed the feet is the servant of servant. That's exactly what Jesus said. So whatever we have to do, of course, because you have a self, you have your ego, you have your personality, this thing, it causes you pain. You have to tear your will sometimes to do the will of the Father. Yet it gives you true joy, true meaning. My dear friends, so let's all count it joy, because it's your duty. And you're here to do it. Think about your attitude. Change your attitude. Because God says, He says, they will govern nations and rule over peoples. And the Lord will reign over them forever. Those who trust in Him will understand the truth. And the faithful will abide with Him in love. So that is how you're connected. That is the meaning of the beloved Son. In Jordan, when he was submerged in the waters, God said, you are my beloved Son, which means you are the suffering servant. You have got to take up the cross and follow. That's exactly our journey also. So be joyful in all your struggles. Don't expect anything, because you are here to do that will alone. Amen. May God bless you.